Hi everybody and welcome back to some more MotoGP 19 here on this channel. This is part number 17 of my career walkthrough. Now in today's episode we go to Japan for Motegi and we also go to Australia and Phillip Island. So we're going to be doing two races. Both circuits I really struggle on, so it's going to be a really tough episode. So let's get straight into qualifying and see if we can get a decent spot. It's going to be interesting. We've only got 4 rounds left, so we're going to be in Moto2 very soon. So let's get straight into it. Right, so that is the practice session over, and now we're going to go straight into Q1. We weren't fast enough to get straight into Q2, but I do think I need a bit more practice and maybe tweak the bike a little bit more. So let's get straight into the qualifying session. Right, let's see if we can just get a little bit of slipstream here. Just try and slow it down into this right-hander, which I absolutely hate. This corner is so tough if you don't time it right. And a little bit wider. I will take that. That is not bad. I will take that. Right, let's see if we can finish off really well. This last corner can be tough. Oh, that wasn't too bad. And that was nicely done. Now we should be able to get a bit of slipstream. And this should be a decent time. Hopefully this will get us into Q2. Oh, 205.4. That should be quick enough. That's our fastest lap so far today. Right, that is the end of the first qualifying session, and we did have the fastest lap. We just need to do that again in the second qualifying session, and maybe we can get at least second row of the grid. So let's get straight into it. So here we go. Right, so this lap is not going as well at the moment, but we've still got plenty of time to maybe put in another lap after this one. But old Delaport has just put in a 2:05.2. That was slightly quicker than our lap in the last session. So now this last corner, we haven't got a bike to slipstream at the moment, which would have helped. Let's get nicely through, and we've got a little bit wider, straighten it up, and see if this lap's going to be any good. I don't think it is. As long as we get in the 205s, we should be okay. Oh, 205.8, that's not too bad. Right, that is the end of the qualifying, and Della Porta took pole position with a 2:05.1. We've qualified in 8th. We couldn't put in a better time than we had in Q1, which is a shame. We're going to have to do miles better in the race.
With the riders on the starting grid, the countdown begins until the lights go off. Just a few moments to go, and the Japanese Grand Prix will begin.
Right, so here we go with the first race in today's episode in Japan around the Motegi circuit. Now we're starting 8th on the grid. Let's see if we can get a good start. Off. We spun up the back wheel. Can we go through the middle? Oh, a little bit of contact. That just sent me into the back of the other bike there. That's a bit of a shame. We could have gone straight through the middle, but can we get a good first right-hander? Oh, is that my teammate that's just dived up the inside? Just hold it, and we managed to take the position back. We're onto the curve, just trying to carry the speed through that turn, and we've managed to just squeeze into second place, but it's going to be really tough to hold on to this. Let's try and turn it in nicely. It's going to take a while to get used to these medium tyres. We've gone with a medium front and a medium rear. I was contemplating going with a hard rear, but so I thought no, we'll stick with the mediums. Right, let's just try and hold it into this next slow corner, which can be tough. Just try and be good on the brakes. We ran it quite quick into that turn. Thought it was going to run into the rider in front, but we managed to hold on to it. Let's see if we can just put away from the riders behind, which will really help us. We know we don't have the pace around Motegi. Just could not put in consistent laps in that qualifying session, which is a shame. I think the times are going to be pretty quick. The temperature is up as well for the race, so these times are going to get chewed up quite a bit, I think. So into the last stages of the race is going to be extremely tough. Right, we're managing to hold on to this second position quite well so far, and we've gone really deep into that corner. Just managed to get away with that. Just got to try and hold on to this position as long as I can. If I can get a little bit closer to first place, we could get a little bit of slipstream and put away from the riders behind, but they're not far behind. Right, let's try now this corner. Got a little bit wide. Or just touched the gravel. Didn't really want to do that. That's going to slow us down a bit. Let's see if we can nail this last corner. This is always tough. right onto the apex, and we didn't travel through there as quick as I would like, and we're not going to be able to get some slipstream. But we've got a massive train of riders right behind us. We can't afford to let them catch up. So we've got to try and have a good second lap here. We've got to get our lap times consistently in the 2:05s, I think, to stay in this position. But let's just keep on going. Let's see if we can just close in through here. We're doing really, really well, managing to hold on to this. But they are starting to close in on me. Oh, they're getting closer, and it's our teammate as well. Antonelli is really closing in on me. I just knew someone was going to break free from that massive group. Slow down. He's going to go up the inside. Oh, inside on that corner. Wow, that really shows the pace. But can we just hold him off? We're not going to let him pass just yet. And let's see if we can nail this corner. Damn. No. Oh, God, dear. That was my own fault. And he's passed. So we're down into P3. Oh, that is such a shame. We managed to hold him off for nearly 3 laps. Right, 2 laps to go. We're sitting in P3. Still a podium position. But are we going to be able to hold on to that? Who is behind us? Not sure. Let's see if we can just catch up with our teammate. Might be able to get a bit of slipstream. Let's try and get a better corner. Still a chance that we could actually catch him up. It's not too bad through there. And it's Della Porta. Definitely not going to let Della Porta past. Although he was the quickest in the qualifying, he just didn't get a good start. And that's happened quite frequently where Della Porta's been the fastest. He doesn't seem to get a good start for the Leopard team. Let's see if he can do anything towards the end of this race. Hopefully he doesn't. But he is 0.8 behind us, so he is closing in on me. And that's not too bad through there. Let's see if we can just close in on our teammate. I think we can still... No, and as I say that, I've completely mucked that corner up. And there's just more than just Della Porta behind us. I think there's about... I don't know, 5 or 6 riders battling behind us. It's not too bad. And we have got to hold on to this, and he's closed it. His 0.7 is definitely on the charge, and we're coming to the final lap. We're just going to hold on to it for one more lap, and we're going to finish 3rd, which is a good result considering how bad I am around the circuits. And again, we just got a little bit wider in that turn. He is closing in on every turn. He is only 0.3 now. I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to hold off Della Porta, and that is not bad actually. We're halfway through the last lap, and here he comes. Oh, this is going to be tough. Let's just try and hold him on the outside if we can. And he's going to take an inside line here. Let's try and go a little bit tighter. And no, he's passed. Can we hold him off? No, he's got the inside line into that turn. Let's try and squeeze him. No, don't think we're going to be able to hold him. And no, he's managed to get the inside there, and he's going to have a decent line going into this turn. And he's made the pass. Right on the last lap as well. I'm gutted, but just couldn't hold the pace. He was so much quicker in those corners, and he was taking like 0.1, 0.2 at every single turn. He's obviously, be careful. I almost kicked myself off there. Can we get a bit of slipstream? Let's see if we can get a little bit closer. We might be able to get him on the final straight. We're close enough. And now this corner though. Slow down. Get turned in. And just not as tight as they are through there. Just don't seem to be able to get the front end of this bike turned in, which is a surprise considering it's fully upgraded, but still haven't managed to get a decent enough setup to get that front end turned in nicely. But there you go, we're going to finish in 4th, and that's not bad. I will take that. We started 8th on the grid. We really didn't have the pace, and it just was a hard battle. It really was, and I don't think we were really on the pace either. We put in a 2:05.3, which wasn't bad, but still, it just wasn't enough. Anyway, let's get into the final standing. So here we go. Right, so that is the championship standings. I'm sitting on 333 points, 116 ahead of Della Porta, but I have already clinched the championship. We've already clinched the team championship. They're not going to catch up now, and it's been a really successful end to Moto3. We've got 3 races left, and we want to try and carry this on into Moto2, so we want to finish very strong. So let's go to Australia, Phillip Island, and have a really good race. Now, it's a tough circuit, one I've always struggled on. I'm hoping for really decent weather. Let's just get straight into it and see if we can end up on the podium. It's not going to be easy though, so let's get straight into it. It's not too bad into that turn. Let's see if we can just push a little bit harder. If we want to get into Q2, we need to pick up in these final minutes. And Suzuki is still, Ramirez has just put in fast time of 1:41.3. Fastest time is just a little way from that, so we're going to have to really nail this section here. This is a very difficult chicane. Oh, we've gone into there a little bit deep. No, I think we've got away with that. Right, let's try and pick up some speed on this bend. Now this bend is awesome. I absolutely love this bend. If you can get a bit of slipstream along this part, you really do pick up some speed. And that's not bad. Corner. Let's see if we can just move up the order a little bit because we're running out of time. And we've moved up to 3rd. That's not too bad. Right, so we finished 3rd, so that moves us up into Q2, but we still need to find a little bit more pace if we want to get at least 2nd row of the grid, which is our objective. But let's see if we can do it, so let's get straight into it. Just catch up with Binder here, get a bit of a toe. Let's try and hold it round this turn. Let's go in the inside, slow it down. Oh god, dear, what happened there? Oh, I didn't like that at all. Wow, that hasn't happened before. Right, let's keep that nicely turned in. That was a really good sector 2. Be the fastest at sector 3. Oh, again. Don't know what's going on with my bike suspension when I change direction. Definitely going to have to make a few tweaks for the race. But if we can finish strong here, hopefully that hasn't lost us too much time, because we haven't got time to do any more laps. It's all or nothing. We're sitting in 15th place at the moment, and is this going to move us up? Please, fingers crossed, and over the line.
That's the end of the second and last qualifying
8th
session,
again.
we can finally see the grid positions
This is so frustrating. If I hadn't mucked up that last couple of corners, I could have. Well, we could have been 1st. Anyway, we're just going to have to go into the race. It's going to be a really tough one from that position. But here we go.
Engines are fired, the riders are ready. Just a few moments to go and another Australian Grand Prix will begin here at Phillip Island.
Right, so here we go with the Australian GP around the Phillip Island circuit from 8th on the grid for the 2nd time running, which is really frustrating. Let's see if we can get a decent start though. Take a couple of positions, and that wasn't the greatest start. Should be able to just get a bit of slipstream going up the hill. Just moved up to P7, P6, so that wasn't too bad. We managed to take 2 positions. Right, these first couple of corners are going to be tough. It's going to take a couple of laps to get the temperature in the tyres, so we're going to have to try and stick with the leaders of the race. And we've got really wide in that corner. We just lost position. Oh god, the rear end was moving around a lot there, just trying to hold it. And we just managed to squeeze back past there, and we're back up to P6. Just keep up with this group. Didn't really have the pace in the qualifying, but as you know, race day is always different. Wow, I thought that guy was going to dive bomb me, but he went around the outside, and that's not a bad corner. Let's just slip up the inside. Oh, almost took him. And just keep it nice and steady. It's not too bad. Now, we did have the pace in sector 2 and sector 3, and we just managed to move up to P5. So it's just the final sector that we seem to lose time. If we can just improve on that in this race, we've got a chance to get in a podium position. But we've got Della Porta and Massia in front of us, so let's see if we can keep up with them. I think it's our teammate that's out in front. And that's not too bad, that was much better. We did make a couple of adjustments to the suspension. It was just not reacting very well when we changed direction. Just dropped off a little bit here. You need to keep up from going back up the hill again. So let's see if we can get nice and tight in. This hasn't been a bad start. We've moved up 3 places. We've still got 5 laps to go, so there's plenty of time to catch up. Now, there's quite a few bikes that went with different tyre compounds. It'll be interesting to see who went for the right choices. We seem to always go with the mediums. They seem to be the most consistent for me, even in really hot conditions. Just managed to close a little bit on Della Porta. See if we can just slipstream him a bit down the hill. This is the sector I seem to be really good at. Let's see if we can catch Della Porta around this turn. Right, and slow it down. See if we can get turned in. Being really smooth on the throttle. Well, that wasn't too bad. I'm glad we didn't get rain. I think if we had rain around here, it would have been a totally different story. Just managing just to keep up with these bikes in front, which is good. It's given us a chance just to pull away from the riders behind, so at least we're in a top 5 position. If we could get on the podium, that would be absolutely unbelievable. It's not too bad, and we are gaining on Della Porta here. This is going really well. Can we just get a little bit closer? And again, that is much better through there. Good lap here. This will be a decent time as well, I think. Just seem to drop off around that corner. Just don't seem to carry the speed. We should be able to get a good slipstream. Just hold it. I think we're close enough. No, I think Della Porta's just pulled away, but we are keeping up with them at least, and that is a 140 points. Oh, we've got the fastest lap so far, so we've hit the fastest lap so far, 140.6. So that would have got us pole position, so there you go. So we are performing in the race. That is not a bad turn. We are definitely closing in on Della Porta. If we can just get past Della Porta, we might be able to gain on the other riders. I don't think we can catch our teammate, which is leading the GP. I think he's just all away from the main group here, but let's see if we can just... No, actually, they're all pretty close together. I think we could take all of them if we had the opportunity. Get a little bit ahead of myself here on lap 3. Let's see if we can just get past Della Porta first. It's not a bad turn. We are starting to pick up the pace now. We should be able to get past him here. Right, let's go on the outside of him here. And we're up to P4 with Massia in front of us. And our teammate is battling with Connect. Take here. Let's just be careful going down this section. Don't want to get... Okay, it's happened again, just a change of direction, and Della Porta's going to take advantage of that. We'll drop back to P5. Oh, that is so frustrating. Oh, I thought I'd sorted that out with an adjustment, but obviously I haven't. Let's just see if we can just hold this around this turn. Can't afford to let him get away, and that'd be such a shame because we were just starting to pick up pace. I think we definitely dropped a little bit of time. Yes, we dropped about half a second on that lap. So it looks like the pace is dropping off, so hopefully that is the same for everyone. But we've only got 3 laps to go, so let's see if we can make it count. And we're going to have to be careful. We don't want to chew up the rear tyre too much. We'll have some tyre left for the final lap. But I definitely think we can get past Della Porta if we get the opportunity. We've just got to make it stick. So, and I think my teammate is back in the lead, so hopefully my teammate does finish in first position. So I'd like to finish on the podium myself if I could. Let's just try and hold it nicely in that turn. Definitely feel that we've got the pace over Della Porta and Massia. They are struggling quite a bit on the last couple of laps. And that's not too bad around that turn. Don't push it too hard. Struggling a little bit for grip now. Let's see if we can just close in. We're definitely going to get Della Porta here. Just line him up. Just try and make this pass stick this time. Let's see if we can get... Be careful. run straight into it then. Right, let's take the inside line. Right, change direction, slow it down, get tight in, and that was nicely done. So we've managed to take Della Porta. So I don't think we're going to be able to just catch Massia. Just seem to lose a little bit of speed through that corner. And again, they've pulled away, but we're up to P4. So that is one place we should be able to. No, actually, we managed to get a bit of slipstream here on Massia. Oh, awesome. And we've just, that was a slightly quicker lap as well. So we've just picked up the pace slightly. 2 more laps to go. Can we finish in a podium position? I'm going to push really hard now. I think we can afford to make some risks here. We've already clinched the championship. That's put everything into it now. And we've got a little bit wider in that turn. Just finding the rear, just wanting to go a little bit. It's just not. The grip is just not there. Let's just try and manage it as best we can. We've still got Della Porta behind us. Just remember that. We know that he likes a bit of a dive bomb. Just got a little bit wider in that turn. Don't lose it, Gooner. Wow. Just held on to that. It didn't feel very good through there. And our teammate is still leading the GP. Can we get a bit closer? Try and take a tight line there. Again, the rear's just moving around a bit. As I'm trying to put the power down. But we've definitely got Massia in our sights. And I'm pushing as hard as I can here. Can we take another position before we go into the final lap? Just try and hold it nice and tight till we're gaining on him. Let's see if we can just line him up and slow it down. This is where we seem to lose a bit of ground. Again, got a little bit deep into that turn and just holding it round there. But that was a little bit better. I'm just going to pull away slightly. If we stay in decent distance, we should be able to get a bit of slipstream again. And hopefully we can catch them up. Here we go, final lap. It's all or nothing now. Can we take 3rd position? And again, that was another 140 lap. So we haven't dropped off that much off the fastest lap time. So we've definitely been on the pace in this race, which has been amazing considering how much I struggled in the qualifying session. Right, and we just overshot that corner. That's not what you want on the final lap, but to just try and just squeeze into the inside. Drive it back down the hill. We need a good couple of corners. And Della Porta's just half a second behind us. We should be okay from any dive bombs from him. Right, let's see if we can line. Oh, we are so close. I think if we could have a good couple of corners, we might be able to even take 1 or 2 of these riders. And it's Canet is taking the lead, so our teammate has lost 1st place. Right, try and hold it nice and tight there. Starting to gain, pushing it. Oh, that was awesome. And we are really on it now. Can we take a couple of positions here? Right, we should be able to slip past them. We're into a podium position. We're into 3rd place ahead of Massia. Can we take our teammate as well? Oh, I don't really want to knock him off his run, but if we can. No, we've lost that position. Oh, shame. Can we just hold it into this turn? In the inside, and we're taking Massia again into 3rd. Oh, we're back into a podium position. Is he going to come back at us on the final corner? Can we hold on to this? And it looks like we're going to take P3, which is a fantastic result from 8th on the grid. But it's such a shame because we had the pace. We could have won this. If there was a couple more laps, there was a possibility we would have won this race. But there you go, we're going to take 3rd position. What a race that was. Really enjoyed that. Oh, really had a consistent pace. Did we have the fastest lap? We did a 140.6. I actually think we had the fastest lap as well. There you go. We definitely had the pace. What a shame that was that we couldn't win it. But I will look forward to racing around there again. Awesome circuit. Really enjoyed that. Let's get into the final standings. Right, so that is the end of the episode, guys. So we've got one more episode before we move up to Moto 2. So in the next episode, we go to Malaysia and we've got Valencia as well. So those are 2 very difficult circuits, but we've already clinched the championship. So it's all about just finishing strong and hopefully move into Moto 2 and get a good contract. Thank you so much for watching, guys, supporting the series. Don't forget to smash the like button, share the video, leave your comments in the tab below, and watch out for my F1 2019 series starting next week as well. Thank you, and I will see you very soon.